There are lots of people who have made observations contrary to what you say, and you just deny them.
So there are people that have made observations contrary to the lower part of the atmosphere being the most dense. Please enlighten me. Cite it.
No. Contrary to you saying, oh, this shows the Earth is flat, right?
Well, yeah, because what they do is they just act like if they make an observation where there's more obstruction, that they can just leave right then, and that proves the Earth's small.
How does obstruction change the positions of objects in the image?
Right.
Why?
Right there.
Whoa.
Right there. You literally just did it. You preemptively put yourself in a state of denial.
No. You guys act like when you make an observation and there looks like some type of obstruction you can equate to being close to your presupposed Earth curvature, then you run away with that observation. See, what flat earthers do is they make that observation and then they sit there for a few hours and make another observation. Then they go back the next day and make an observation. And all three observations are different because the atmospheric conditions are constantly fluctuating, changing what you can see and changing the apparent location of the horizon. Because we know the horizon is nothing more than apparent. You guys want to pretend that it's actual, though, because you're retards.
No, what's happening here is
flat earthers do that is because they're looking for the image with the most refraction, but that changes the fucking subject with it.
No, actually, we're not looking for the image with the most refraction. We're looking for the clearest days, and on the clearest conditions, you can see further.
A good place to look is Lake Pontchartrain, the Causeway, or the Power
lines.
Yeah,
where they compressed an image and then lied about it, and you guys ran with it for a year.
What do you mean they compressed an image?
Oh, how? No, hang on. So how?
I went to Lake Pontchartrain. It's not curving.
Yeah. How many times? It is curving, but how many times have you? How many times have you been there and looked at it?
I was there this year.
How many times and for how long?
Well, we were just there for one day. I wasn't just
one day. I thought.
Yeah, because I was traveling.
Flat Earthers stick around.
No, I was traveling. I'm busy.
Lewis has been there, Witz. He's got pictures.
Well, he has a P900. Where's your P900 photos of it not curving?
We just drove across it. We were traveling.
Did you have a P900 with you?
Yeah, but we were traveling.
Okay, so this highly contested picture that literally Flat Earth has been contesting for years and years. It's been in contention for the entire modern Flat Earth movement. You were there with the P900 and you didn't bother to take a picture.
Because we were in a hurry traveling.
It's all right, guys. It would have cost him $20 parking to find a good spot.
Yeah, $20 parking in 20 minutes. $20 parking in 20 minutes for this major Flat Earth debunk, and they didn't bother to do it. You're a truth finder. You call yourself a truth finder. You're a truth finder, a truth seeker.
We actually did go out in this area, I'm pretty sure. Well, where is Lake Pontchartrain exactly? Is
Louisiana.
It near New Orleans?
It's north of New Orleans.
It's near New Orleans. It's near New Orleans. So I was there actually with Jason, and we went out there, Jason, Rose, I, and Chris, and we tried to make observations. It was super, super windy, and it was hard to zoom in over the thing. You could see with the naked eye the faint outline of New Orleans and even the Superdome, but it was very windy and it was hard to make observations. So we actually did try, Jake, but then we were in a hurry and we had to go.
Just drive over the bridge because you were in a hurry, or did you take pictures?
Look,
like
I was
you're now saying. Which one is true? That's it.
I forgot that we did make observations.
You forgot.
Yeah, Kurt,
you forgot.
So, Kurt, do you think I just made up that last story?
Why don't you take Nathan's brain training course and maybe stop forgetting you're such
There's two things.
So look, everyone here saying I'm lying. What's it, you lying sack of shit? You're a bitch, Gary. How about you jump in the VC and talk to me like a man?
Gary. It's not Gary.
Hey, Gary, voice yourself. Voice yourself.
Hang on. So there are two things I want to say in response to that. One is the general city of New Orleans and its
I'm bags at 20 purses. What?
And its skyline.
Gary's a bitch.
Are in a big.
Gary's a bitch. Gary's bad. Gary's got a man.
Gary's been in the chat calling me names for about an hour. What a bitch.
You've been calling me names. He stole me sweets. He kicked me in the shins, you fag. Shut up.
Okay.
That was a good witch, Cal. That was very good.
So we did.
Lewis, you're there. It's just everyone's talking over the top of you.
I forgot that we actually did go out with Jason and Rose to make observations because they live there. They say
football and fuck off.
Okay, so we actually did go out with Jason and Rose because they live there, And they were like, we normally can see on clear days, on optimal days, we can actually see the Superdome from here. So we'll just take you out. Hopefully we'll have cooperative conditions. You guys can see it yourself. And so it was super windy and not that good of conditions. We used binoculars and we couldn't really see anything. And then we pulled out the camera, but it was so windy, it was hard to stabilize the camera. It was incredibly windy. So you could see with the naked eye the vague outline of New Orleans, but you couldn't make good observations. It was super windy and not that clear. Well, we were in a hurry. We had different locations that we had to get to. So we unfortunately didn't get optimal conditions the 2 hours that we were there. And you guys are saying that I'm lying about it, because the only way that you can pretend the Earth's a ball is to act like I lie about everything.
I have two things to say. Two things come to mind when you say that. The first is that the general location of the New Orleans skyline is not in the same direction as the causeway. So if you're standing next to the causeway, which is where you would want to be if you're going to take pictures of it.
Anyway, 5 minutes ago.
Tao, are you fucking retarded?
Go away.
Shut the fuck up. I was literally in the middle of talking, you idiot. Yeah, mute yourself. So you would have to be looking away from the causeway in order to take pictures of the skyline, which is fine. You can do that. That's fine. It's just if you're going there to take pictures of the causeway, it seems odd that you would.
That's not what we were doing, is it? I just explained to you
it's what you should be doing, though.
I don't listen to Globers' opinions on what I should be doing. You guys think I should be living a life.
Well, if your goal is to convince us, then it is what you should be doing.
Vaccines and blindly believing the government and taking 2 of them, but getting ready for my 3rd shot and wearing a mask and having lockdowns and curfews. That's what you guys think I should be doing. I don't care what you guys think I should be doing.
Witsit, just calm the fuck down. I'm almost done. The first thing was that the skyline's in a different direction than the causeway, so you're not looking at both of them at the same time.
We weren't trying to.
The second thing is that on the clearest day that I was there, I was unable to see the skyline at all. So I cannot even imagine how clear it must have been if you could see the dome from where you were.
No, I said all you can see is a vague outline of where the city. Like you can tell where it is.